Jason, what do you normally think about when you think about spring break?
I think of doing keg stands.
Oh, well, yeah, actually you would be right. Where a lot of people do think of partying because the thing is that spring break, typically known for partying, there is a certain destination where people go to. And that destination is Miami Beach. And the thing that is happening is that Miami Beach is breaking up with spring break, or at least trying to. Have you heard
No
about
way.
this? Have you heard about this?
I've heard like some parts of it, but I'm curious to hear about like the reason why. I'm like, I get it that they might be unruly, but I mean, like, I feel like they've always been it's been kind of wild.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I've known is like spring break. Typically, people go to Miami Beach. They cause ruckus over there, and you know what? It's even been portrayed before in
In movies.
yeah, in movies and shows. Yes. So yes, the thing that's happening is that Miami Beach is currently trying to break up with spring breakers after 3 consecutive years of spring break violence. Miami Beach officials are implementing month-long security measures aimed at curbing the chaos, including parking restrictions for non-residents and closing the sidewalk cafes on busy weekends, which is crazy to think about because this is such a big spring break destination. I think it's personally, I think that they need to have a way to go through and try to control the chaos that does happen. But you know what? I actually have a few points about this. But before that, I do want to say that if you like interesting content like this, consider subscribing. Subscribing's free. It doesn't cost anything. We put out interesting videos daily. So, yeah, and it only takes a second and does really help out the channel. So consider subscribing. So a couple of other points that I do have on here was that the city has warned visitors to expect curfew, bag searches at the beach, early beach closures, DUI checkpoints, and arrests for drug possession and violence, according to the governor.
I mean, they can't arrest everybody.
They can't they can't arrest everyone. But honestly, the thing is that this makes sense because like this is all things that necessarily should have been done and also have been implemented before. But the thing is that they haven't been implemented. They've only been implemented for a certain time frame, not the whole month. Yeah. So the thing is, someone does have issues with all of this, by the way. And do you know who might have issues with this? And it's not the spring breakers, by the way.
I feel like it's probably the restaurants or businesses at the place, probably.
Yes, it is. So the thing is, business owners in the city are saying that they are concerned they'll be losing money during one of the busiest times.
I mean, like, that's pretty obvious that like they bring in a lot of money and they're out there to spend the money.
Yeah, they are. They are there to spend the money. The thing is, too, that like I mentioned before, many of these city restrictions are new. They aren't new. In the past few years, they were instituted as an emergency measure during the unofficial holiday, not measures put in place ahead of time. So this is the key difference that's going to be happening this time. They are literally trying to get ahead of it. Restaurants aren't concerned because, like, literally, like, if you guys are implementing a curfew, if you guys are implementing bag checks and all of this stuff, people aren't going to want to go.
I feel like it's gonna hit nightclubs and bars the most
Yes.
because like
Oh,
curfew
you're
is gonna
right.
kill that, and like you can't go to a club if there's a curfew.
Yeah, that's true. If you think about it too, because a lot of people, a booming business I could see that could happen here is people doing Uber, because if they're going to be doing checkpoints and things like that, I could see that happening. But at the same time, what a lot of people are saying is that this is going to turn Miami Beach into a destination that you're not going to want to go to.
No, I feel like another place things that gonna get affected would be hotels.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because like I feel like they would be normally charging a premium to stay there during that month,
Yeah.
and now they can't.
It's crazy to think about the economic impact that can happen because of all of these things. But yes, it is. A lot of it is due to the violence that has been happening. like during the past few years during spring break, it does, but like you mentioned too, it's like you've seen this portrayed in movies, in shows, and all of these other places. So it is a
Yeah.
destination where everyone goes to go wild, essentially.
I think like that this means that they'll go somewhere else. Because I feel like at some point they're gonna just either another place is gonna advertise like, oh, come over here and spend your money here, and they're all gonna go there potentially, or people are just gonna say, no, I forget the system. Where this is gonna go, and what are you gonna do?
That's true. Yeah, people do need a place to go, and Miami Beach for the longest time has been the place to go to. But yes, I understand that they're trying to get ahead of it, but at the same time, it's like, what other measures could they do? Because essentially, like you're essentially
Shutting the city down.
you're shutting the city down. It's all going to be like how some people put it, all old people.
Oh,
It's going to be a
yeah.
retirement city.
retirement city.
Yeah, so it's hard.
Because I mean, like Miami itself is portrayed as like like nightlife and that type of thing, like bars, going out, drinking on the beach, etc. So I mean, like in terms of that, I feel like it's going against what Miami is supposed to be.
No, I agree. I do agree. It's like typically it's like you do hear about Miami being like one of those party cities or party places that you do go to. The thing is, what the city has also said is that the city, which is situated on a barrier island across the bay from Miami, can only hold so many people. And that capacity has often exceeded what is safe for both visitors and residents during the break. So the amount of people even going there is too much for the city. But yeah, at the same time, it's like you should be expecting like a certain amount, or you should find a way to cap out how many people are going to be there. But it's too hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really stop people from showing up. I mean, they're trying to.
I'm pretty sure there's still going to be people that are going to go there. Miami Beach has always thrived on celebration, and choking visitor access will turn the vibrant electric city into a retirement community, is what they said. Which makes sense. I mean, like, you go there, you want to go there for spring break. You want to go there
to have a good time.
To have a good time. And now...
Not get harassed by police.
Yeah, not get harassed. Who would want to get harassed? But yes, so the thing is that they have tried other implementation tactics, like trying to do like festivals and other things to try to disperse the crowd from essentially loitering in most places. But it's like it has not successfully worked. So the city itself is also trying to find other ways to go through and mitigate that whole problem that they do have. The city has spent millions of dollars on concerts and other events in the past with little efforts in mitigating the violence. Businesses suffer when violent mobs gather along Ocean Drive, which forces them to close, adding that the people who are primarily causing the problems aren't spending the money in the city anyways.
Yeah, it is tough because like it's not everybody that's causing the issues either. It's like, but because there are people causing issues, they can't, like, it ruins it for everybody.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's literally 100% of what's happening here. It's like a handful of people are ruining it for everyone because the majority of the people there are there just to have a good time and not cause trouble. They're like, I just want to let off steam, either coming from like college or necessarily just going there knowing that it's going to be a popular destination to go to and just taking a break from whatever. I do think that these the individuals who are there to cause trouble are ruining it for everyone, where things like bag checks at the beach. I mean, who wants to get bag checked at the beach? But I mean, like, this is what it's come to. Yeah, but the thing is, I would want to know from our audience what they think about this and if they've ever been to Miami Beach to celebrate spring break. I think it'd be interesting to hear on their experience on if they've gone here, and I'm pretty sure it was pretty different in the past. So yeah, I'd want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below.
Yeah, and let us know where you think all the spring breakers are gonna go, because I feel like they're gonna go somewhere else. They're not gonna not go party.
Where else? Where else could they go?
You can go
New York,
Texas, somewhere in Texas. Like the golf there. I mean, there's a lot of places.
Oh,
you
you're
go.
right. You're right. Oh, yeah. But let us know in the comments down below.